Logic is a branch of study that deals in a systematic fashion with ways of reasoning and thinking, whereas logic law presents first principle before reasoning begins. The law of logic is also a set of fundamental assumption norms upon which logical speech is generally said to be founded. Such norms have a long history in the history of philosophy and logic. However, in more recent advancement, such traditional beliefs are frequently questioned or rejected. When answering inquiries on this subject, many forms of law are applied. Each law has its own set of rules that demonstrate the distinction between them and how to apply them correctly based on the question.
So I'm gonna continue with our law. So in law of logic, we had 12 law. So we're gonna start with the first law. First law is double negation law. So negation P equal to P. So next law, De Morgan law. De Morgan law, we had the negation outside the bracket. So inside the bracket is P and P or Q equal to negation P and negation Q. And also with the same method is negation outside the bracket P and Q close bracket equal to negation P or negation Q. So the third law is commutative law. We're gonna start with P or Q equal to Q or P. Just change the sign. And also P and Q equal to Q and P. So we're going to continue with the next law, associative law. Associative law start with the P or open bracket Q or R bracket equal to open bracket P or Q close bracket and or R. So associative law is just with the same symbol but another bracket. We just change the bracket. So the next law is distributive law. Distributive law is we expand the variable to be more, to simplify with the another law. So for example is P or open bracket Q and R close bracket equal to P or Q close bracket and open bracket P or R close bracket. We just expand the variables. So the next law is idempotent law. Idempotent law is a simple law. Simple law is that, for example, P and P or P equal to P. Also P and P equal to P.
Next one is inverse law. Now we have P or negation of P equals to tautology, and P and negation of P equals to contradiction. This one is identity law. We have P or contradiction equals to P and P and tautology equals to P. And for domination law, we have P or tautology equals to tautology and P and contradiction equals to contradiction. Next one is definition of implication. We have P implies Q equals to negation of P or Q. This one is definition of biconditional. We have P biconditional Q equals to, in bracket, P implies Q and Q implies P. Next one is absorption law. Absorption law, we have P or, in bracket, P and Q equals to P. Next one is P and, in bracket, P or Q equals to P.
We proceed to the first question. The question is open bracket negate P or open bracket negate P or negate Q, close bracket and close bracket again, and Q. First and foremost, we use the commutative law, which is we change this bracket to this bracket, negate P or negate P or negate Q and P. And then we use the idempotent law, which is we simplify this one, which is negate P or negate P, into the negate P only. And then we use the distributive law, which is we expand this one into this, which is negate P and P, or negate Q and P. And then we use the inverse law. We can simplify this one into the contradiction. And then, and lastly, we can use the identity law to get the final answer, which is contradiction or P and negate Q. We can change this one into this, P and negate Q. And this one is the final answer.
Okay, next, question 2. For question 2 is, open bracket, P, biconditional negate Q, close bracket, is logical equivalent with, open bracket, negate P, and Q, close bracket, or open bracket, negate Q, and P, close bracket. Okay, first, we know this is biconditional, so we use definition of biconditional. And we get open bracket P implies negate Q, close bracket, and negate Q implies P. And we also know this one is implication, so we use definition of implication and double negation law. And we got negate P or negate Q and Q or P. So, and then we expand and we got distributive law, and we get bracket negate P or negate Q and Q or negate P or negate Q and P. So we use one more distributive law and we get negate P and Q or negate Q and P or negate P and P or negate Q and P. So this one we know we can use inverse law. So we get negate P and Q or contradiction or negate Q and P. So we know this one we can use idempotent law, and the answer is negate P and Q or negate Q and P, and the answer is logically equivalent with this. So this is the last answer.
Okay, we proceed to the third question. The question is P and negate Q, or open bracket P implies R and Q implies R. Okay, the first one, we use the definition of implication, which is we put the negation and symbol or, which is from this to this. Okay, the second one, we use the distributive law. How? We simplify the whole this into this, R or negate P and negate Q. And then we use the commutative law. We change the position from this into the front and this into the behind. Okay, next we use the distributive law. We simplify to this into this, which is negate Q and negate P or P. Next, we use the inverse law. We simplify negate P or P into the tautology. And then, to get the final answer, we use the identity law, which is we change negate Q and tautology into the negate Q only. And the final answer is R or negate Q.
Okay, next, for question 4. Question 4 is, open bracket, negate M and S, close bracket, or open bracket, negate M and P, close bracket, implies open bracket S or P. Okay, first, we know this one is implication. So we use definition of implication, and we negate for this one, and we use or. So next, we use De Morgan law, where we multiple this one and we get negate, open bracket, negate M, N, S, N, negate, open bracket, negate M, and P, close bracket. And then we use De Morgan law and double negation law. And we get M or negate S and M or negate P or S or P. So we know this one is same, M and M. So we use distributive law. And we get M or negate S and negate P or S or P. So from this, we use commutative law that we change the variable. So we get M or open bracket S or P or negate S and negate P. So we know we can use distributive law because this one is or and this one is N. So we use distributive law and we get M or open bracket S or P or S and open bracket S or P close bracket or negate P. So after that, we use commutative law and associative law, where we use this. From this, we use commutative law that we change the P and S, and also we use associative law where we change the bracket, and then this one we change the bracket. Also, we see we can use inverse law for this variable, and when we use inverse law, we get M or open bracket P or sociology and open bracket S or sociology close bracket. And after that, we use domination law, where we see P or sociology and S or sociology. So we get M or sociology and sociology. So we see this, we can use idempotent law. Idempotent law, and we get M or sociology. And the answer is sociology when we use domination law. And this is the last answer.
In conclusion, the laws of logic serve as foundational principles that govern rational thinking and reasoning. Learning-related subtopics like laws of set theory and laws of logic helps master both. Completing exercise helps memorize laws, while applying logic helps solve problems. This prepares students for life by developing critical thinking abilities. Besides, to determine the logical equivalence, we can apply the following list of laws, named the laws of logic. To condense a complex statement into a simpler one, we must apply equivalent identities.